Welcome to No Stats, what we call it, how we see it.
Back again with another one.
Back again, good brother. And before we jump in, as always, make sure y'all like, share, comment, subscribe, ring that bell. We got the heat. You know, we just need y'all to subscribe. Stay locked
That's
in.
it.
We're going to keep flooding y'all, keep doing our thing. Love is love, as Peach always say. So let's talk some sports. Hit the comment section up, subscribe, tell a friend to subscribe, and we got y'all covered.
Watch the handle, it takes skill. We gotta run it back. We in the field, and you said it exact. You in your field, we looking for the facts. Let's keep it real, yeah, we talking no stats. Yeah, we talking no stats. Yeah, we talking no stats.
Get it. What you got for me today, Savage?
Thursday night football, brother. Giants, Niners. Two teams that have looked completely different. It's early in the season, but the Giants have been playing underwhelming football, I'll say. Where the 49ers have looked like maybe the best team in the NFL through 2 weeks. I know everybody's going to be on the Niners. We'll get into some bets a little later in the episode. Niners are 10-point favorites as of now. That's on FanDuel. But I think this Giants team hit a little stride in week 2 in that second half against the Cardinals. 49ers look good as well. That's a divisional game, so I know it looks close, and it was really 30-20. That bullcrap field goal at the end of the game. It was really 30-20, but with division games, right, these two teams know each other, the coaches know each other. So I expected that one to be closer than that Steelers game in week 1. But these are two teams with quarterbacks that have question marks, and I know in the week 2 recap, go watch that video if y'all haven't yet. Week 2 recap, we spoke about Brock Purdy a little bit, right? And we was talking about, I asked you, is he the guy now? Like, can we put all the question marks aside? Some people may fall on the side of yes. Other people may say, no, I still got to see more. He got to do it for an entire season. It's probably only been, if you combine all his games from last season and the 2 games from this season, it probably hasn't even been a full season yet, full 17 games. So some people say they still got to see more. And I think it's the same with Daniel Jones. I think some people are still questioning. He got paid, but can he win? Take this team to an NFC championship game. Take this team to a Super Bowl. Can he be that deciding factor? 2 really well-coached teams. I like Brian Dable. Of course, Kyle Shanahan has been doing his thing and taking them to the NFC championship game almost every year. I think it's going to be a closer game. I think it's going to be a good game. Hopefully Saquon can play. Right now, it doesn't look like it. But give me your thoughts on this game. These two teams, bro. What's your outlook?
That was gonna be my factor right there. If Saquon plays, I think this is a team. This Giants team is they need Saquon out there in the field, and I'm not too familiar with Matt Breida. Am I saying that right? That the backup running back for the Giants.
Breida.
So but I know he's not Saquon. Saquon's deadly in the run game. He can get out there and catch passes. And you've seen the pass he caught in week 2 and stretched out over the end zone and scored. But those dynamic plays, I think this New York Giants team will miss. I think it's asking a lot of Daniel Jones to go out there and win you this type of game in this atmosphere. I do agree with you, though. I do think it will be close because of a lot of...
No.
I think they're in San Fran.
Yeah,
I do think this game will be close up until the second half. I think the Giants will come out with a little bit of momentum, but I think that'll kind of sort of fizzle out as the game goes on. This night the team has just so many weapons, and they're clicking. They need Saquon Barkley to play. I think that's huge. When you have a guy of his caliber and his talent, I think you completely take yourself out of the game if he's not suiting up. Just from what he brings to this ball club offensively. And we was talking about this in our recap video. Like, who's the Giants receivers? Like, who are these guys? Which one of these guys is going to actually stand out and stick out like a sore thumb and be a reliable target for Daniel Jones? I think Darren Waller will have a big game. coming up, and I know we're going to get to the props later and stuff when we get to our betting segment, but on the 49ers side of things, I think they I'm not going to say steamroll, but I think they continue to round in the form. I think they look polished in this week 3 win. I think they come out on top as well too, and start looking ahead to continue this momentum throughout the season.
Yeah, I agree. I think the 49ers will win this game. My early score prediction, and I know we're going to give spreads and things like that, but I can see this being a 28-17 49ers victory. But I think the Giants just need to play good football, right? Going from the Arizona Cardinals to the 49ers is night and day, right? You can't get off to a slow start like you did against the Cardinals because you won't come back like you did against the Cardinals. This is a totally different team. Way better coach.
And they've done that too. Not even to cut you off, bro. Like, they've done that the last 2 games. The starts have been so slow. And like you said, like, you won't be able to start like this versus good teams like the 49ers. You know what I mean? Because it ain't no looking back. You know, this team can't dig themselves in holes. That's why I said I think the Giants probably have been found in their mindset with the film from the last 2 weeks on how the things to avoid to dig themselves in these holes. That's why I think they'll start out hot. I think they'll come out with some momentum, maybe turn a couple heads a little bit, and then slowly fizzle out as the game go on. I think that's when they'll start missing Saquon if he doesn't play, man.
Yeah,
but continue,
I agree.
Bro.
But yeah, I think this 49ers team I think the Giants will start off well, right? At halftime, it could be very well tied. I can see like 14-14 at half. 49ers going up 28, scoring 2 touchdowns, 1 in the third, 1 early in the fourth, making it 28-14. And then the Giants kicking a field goal maybe right after that game. But I think Darren Waller will have a big game, and I know that's something you had on your radar for these prop bets. But I think Darren Waller will play well. I think Daniel Jones, you'll see him starting to get more comfortable, right? You'll see this offense starting to pick it back up a little bit. The defense will start to get going. Saquon's a big factor, but I think even if Saquon doesn't play, the game is pretty much just the same. Even though Matt Breida isn't Saquon, I think he can fill in a little bit, and I think the ability that Daniel Jones has on the ground with his feet, he rushed for like 50-something yards last game. He can still be that dual threat quarterback, and they won't lose too much of an identity without Saquon. They'll lose the big plays. Saquon is that big play guy. You got to watch out for him because if you miss a tackle, it's going to the crib. You don't have that effect. But some of these other guys will have to step up and things like that. But it'll be a good Thursday night game, bro. It'll be a good game.
The offensive line too has to be better. If they let Bosa, get through this line and cause havoc, and Daniel Jones is running for his life all game, I don't think it's gonna be too much of a pretty picture. But I think if the Giants can balance things out, keep this Niners D guessing, then we'll see what they can do. We'll see.
We'll see. All right, bro. Give me your prediction. What's your prediction of the game?
All right, man. I got I will kind of stay away from the spread. -10 is a little scary.
No, I need score prediction right now.
-8, maybe 7. Oh, score prediction. Yeah. The exact score prediction.
Exact score. I'm saying 28-17 Niners.
You're saying 28-17 Niners. I'm going to go a little higher. I'm going to go 34-23 Niners. 34-23. 23.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So you got them covered. You got the 49ers covering the spread by 1 point. And I have the Giants covering the spread by 1 point. So right in the middle is that spread. And that's a perfect segue into our betting segment for this Thursday night football game. If y'all don't know, I'm more of a game spread, game over under guy. Peach is your props, man. He gonna give you all these prop bets, give you something to parlay. So I'll start it off. Following my score prediction, I like Giants +10. It's a tough one. Even the under is a tough one because it's at 44.5 and what's 28 and 17, 45.
Yeah,
so it's right over by but I think I'm Vegas probably has this score prediction as well, 28-17. The way the line and the over under looks, but I would take the 10 and the 10. Maybe if you could push it up a few just to be safe, 11.5. And then push the under up a little bit, parlay those together. But I like the Giants to backdoor this game. Backdoor, maybe score a touchdown late. Either way, somehow, and cover the 10.
So I've side riding with the underdog. I like that score prediction. I'm going to put both of those in. I need both. 34-23 and 28-17. I'm picking both.
Yes, sir. Man. Yes, sir.
The prop I'm the most confident in is Darren Waller anytime touchdown. If Saquon definitely doesn't play, I think Daniel Jones is going to spoon feed this guy. Mm-hmm. They've been building up great chemistry through the first 2 weeks.
Has he scored this year yet?
He hasn't scored yet. He's been getting the catches though. The last two games, he's getting like 6 to 7 catches. I know he's nursing a hamstring, so he hasn't played. He's played, but I don't think he's been used or been in the sets as much as he can be. I don't know if the Giants, maybe because the Giants was being a little cautious, but I think the Giants are gonna ride him heavy. In this game versus the Niners, they're gonna need to, because he has solid hands that they can get him something out in space. But I like that, and I feel like this is a tight end game. My second problem,
I need a big
George
game.
Kittle. You do.
I need a big game. Here on my fantasy team.
Oh yeah, Darren, you do got Darren. You was making sure you picked Darren Waller.
Heck yeah. You like Kittle? You like Kittle?
I like Kittle. Kittle's another one that hasn't scored yet, and I know. It's easy to get lost in this 49ers offense. But I can see Kittle getting more and more looks as, teams start to, gang up for Christian McCaffrey, loading up on Deebo Samuels. And I think that opens up things for Brandon Ayuk and George Kittle in that bunch. But George Kittle hasn't scored yet. He's due. A lot of guys is going to be due in week 3, man. A lot of guys.
I like it. Tight ends. We went tight ends heavy predictions in our Thursday night football game last week. We said T.J. Hockenson. We said Dallas Goedert. T.J. Hockenson scored. I don't think
T.J.
Dallas
scored.
Goedert did.
He had two of them things.
He
had two of them things. And somebody took T.J. Hockenson to score the first touchdown and the last touchdown. He scored.
You got something like that for us? You got something like that for the viewers or no?
That's tough. That's a tough one to predict. I don't like the two-sided coins to this, but I love the first touchdowns. I was betting them a lot last season. Haven't really flirted too much with this since the week 1. I took Amari St. Brown to score the first touchdown for the Lions. That hit. But I like George Kittle first touchdown. I like that first touchdown. I think if the Niners could get the ball first, drop down the field. It's going to be some juice on it. Like I said, he hasn't scored yet. And I think, when you go through, perfect example, Adam Thielen, one catch in week 1, wasn't really used that much, but he's a veteran receiver, got great hands. And I think Bryce Young was still figuring out because he was hammering things to your guy, Hayden Hurst, and I think dump offs to the running back. And then, I went to go check the game. I think Adam Thielen had 3 catches in the first quarter. So I kind of felt like Adam's going to score. He's one of those guys, you need to utilize him. He's a great vet to have on the team. And, he scored the touchdown plus 380. So I think for week 3, a lot of things to look at is guys who are due, a.k.a. Jamar Chase, Mr. 5 receptions, 30 yards.
We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. He's going to be okay. I promise that. Before we wrap up, you gotta hit your man B-Guile up. B-Guile, if y'all haven't seen that episode, what was that Giants preview, season preview and record prediction?
Yes.
Go check that out. That was a phenomenal episode, a phenomenal guest, impeachment B-Guile. I wanted to get him on to preview this game, but I think the reaction will be better. So maybe we'll have him
way
on.
better because he almost had a heart attack with this last game.
I bet. Maybe we can have him on to recap this game and then also preview Sunday's slate. So
love it, man.
But yeah, the bets are Giants plus 10, Take the under 44.5. Move both of those up if you can. Peach said George Kittle and Darren Waller
First
anytime touchdown. George Kittle first touchdown.
If you want to get spicy.